Honestly, this is amazing. All the different flavors, salt, the anchovies, the chili, Malaysian in Australia. All my favorite things.
I like the sauce.
G'day, my name's Jack and I'm an Aussie expat living in Malaysia. I moved from Sydney to Kuala Lumpur almost 3 years ago, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make Malaysia's favourite dish with an Aussie twist. Right now I'm back on the Gold Coast in Australia to visit my family, and one of the things I miss the most is authentic Malaysian food. I tried looking around and I couldn't find it. You can see some of the prices here. It's a bit ridiculous. 60 ringgit for a Nasi Lemak. I think I can do it better myself. Now I'm certainly not pretending to be an expert. I thought I'd take inspiration from Nasi Lemak using authentic Australian ingredients and doing it my way. So if you visit Australia, you can make this healthy at-home version for a fraction of the price. So what exactly is Nasi Lemak? Traditionally, you're going to have a base of rice flavored with coconut. Today I've got coconut oil, eggs as one of the proteins, and you'll probably also have chicken as the main protein. But today I'll be using the secret ingredient. We'll get back to that later. As toppings, cucumber, anchovies, chili, and peanuts. But I'm using my version, Brazil nuts, very high in selenium. And then you're going to top it with sambal, which is spicy chili from Malaysia and Indonesia. I bought all of these ingredients from Coles, which is a major Australian supermarket. I'm going to put the cost up at the end. Today we'll be making 2 dishes, one for me, one for my dad, so we'll see what he thinks. And I'll also be putting the macros, the protein, the calories, fats and carbs. I'm into fitness, we want to be healthy, so let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's get right into it. Step number 1, prepare the rice. I bought jasmine rice. You can also use a basmati rice. We want it to be long grain to be as authentic as possible. Now you might not have seen this before. It is microwave rice. So we're going to follow the instructions. I'm going to show you how to do it in Australia. I know it's weird if you're from Malaysia or Southeast Asia, but it's quick and easy. You just put it in the microwave. Step 1, squeeze the pouch to separate gently. Step 2, tear the open pouch about 2 to 3 centimeters. Step 3, place it in the microwave. Step 4, microwave on high for 2.5 minutes. Step 5, wait. Okay, done. It is a bit hot. And step 6, take it out of the packet and fluff it up with a fork. So let's give that a go. So now we've got 2 tasty servings of fluffy jasmine rice. On to step 2. The eggs, I'm going to be doing fried eggs, 2 per serving. Free-range eggs. Let's go cook them. Cooking eggs doesn't need to be complicated. It's very simple. Today, we'll be using coconut oil. It has a high boiling point, so it's great for cooking with. Here we have the macro organic virgin coconut oil. We're gonna take approximately a tablespoon, and we're gonna put this on the already heated pan. It's about 1 tablespoon. Then you're gonna just roll it around, and here we can go cracking our eggs. This will give the eggs a little bit of that coconut nutty flavor. 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4 eggs. Now the secret here is actually to turn down the heat once you put the eggs in the pan. So I'm just going to put that on a medium and let it cook for about 1 minute to 90 seconds. Smells beautiful, eggs and coconut, yum. They're done. We're gonna take the eggs out the pan. Not the most elegant attempt here, but it'll do. Let's plate them up. Beautiful. As you can see, I'm not a professional chef. I'm just like you, so you can do this at home. Now we're gonna be cooking the secret ingredient. What is it? You might have guessed it, but it's kangaroo. Kangaroo is great for quite a lot of reasons. It carries similar macros to chicken. It's very high in protein and very low in fat. I'd also consider it one of the most ethical meats in Australia because there are millions and millions of kangaroos out there in the wild, grass-fed, that need to be culled anyway. We might as well make it a healthy meal. I also wanted to be respectful to Malays and the original Nasi Lemak. Chicken is chosen as a meat because it's halal and it's something that Malays and Muslims can eat. I did my research, and as far as I can see, kangaroo is considered a halal meat. I'm not sure there's kangaroo meat that's prepared in the strict halal way, so you're gonna have to do your own research. But I did look into that, and it's something to keep in mind if you choose to use kangaroo in Australia. Otherwise, of course, you can just use chicken. Okay, let's prepare the kangaroo. Here we have 400 grams of kangaroo steak, so that's a lot of protein. When you're cooking kangaroo, you want to make sure not to overcook it because of the low fat content. Fix that in 2 ways. We're going to cut it into smaller slices so I can see the rareness, and we're also going to be cooking with the coconut oil to keep that flavor. Let's get cutting. This kangaroo must have been pretty shredded. Not much fat here. Kangaroo, even though there's millions of them and I'm cooking with it today, is not super common to be eaten in Australia. Most people don't eat kangaroo, but I've really got into it. I love it. So let's get cooking. hopped back over to the pan with the coconut oil. Maybe 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. We'll start with 1, get that heated up. Popping back again. Gonna place it on here with the tongs. Get that nice sizzle. Oh, it smells good already. Also, what I'm gonna do is add some sea salt flakes, Salt Bay, check it out. We'll let it sizzle for about a minute, then we'll flip it and add more coconut oil. Gee, that looks bloody good. Brown through on one side, so we're gonna flip it. You really don't want to be overcooking kangaroo, or it'll get tough. You want it nice and rare. It's actually looking pretty juicy, so I'm just gonna add a dash of coconut oil here, not much. And I'll also add some more salt. Boom. Skippy for lunch or dinner, yum. This is cooked through pretty nicely already. I'm gonna plate it up and try and keep all the juices and coconut oil in there. I wish YouTube had a smell feature because this smells bloody amazing. Let's hop back over and plate the dish. What I'm gonna do for flavor is to drizzle the residue here over the rice. So we're getting that nice salty coconut oil onto the dish. Now for all the garnishes. Chop up the Brazil nuts into small pieces, take out the anchovies, back on the pan, fry them very quickly in the coconut oil. Let's do it. Here I'm using 8 Brazil nuts, 4 for each dish. There's a lot of selenium here. They taste phenomenal. Fantastic nuts. Anchovies. Already comes in olive oil, we'll just throw them in there. It's a bit smoky, a little bit of burnt kangaroo there, but that's okay. We're gonna throw on the anchovies and the Brazil nuts and give it a little bit of a rock around. You really want to get the anchovies fried so they're a little bit crispy and gives it that texture. And as promised, we'll add some coconut oil. Coconut oil is pretty high in fat, so if you're trying to keep your calories low, you can go lower on the coconut oil. I'm doing my best to keep the flavor really nice. Oh, look at that. That is fantastic. Making me hungry. Check it out. YouTube, please, smell-o-vision in 2025. Okay, let's plate this up. There we go. A little bit burnt, but that's okay. Smells fantastic. Here's what the dishes are looking like at the moment. Definitely not what you're used to in Malaysia, but I think this is pretty good for my Aussie version. Next up, the cool garnishes to balance out the flavor and the temperature. The finishing touches include cucumber, bird's eye chili, and sambal. I love the spice, so I'm gonna add extra chili and extra sambal, but if you want it a bit on the tamer side, just add a little bit, but you need to have some of the authentic punch. First, chop up the cucumber. And then we're gonna chop up the chili. It's ready to add to the final plate. I'm trying to make it look nice. Also gonna put a lot of chili on there. Looks amazing to me. Yum. Now we're gonna add the sambal. If I can open it, be right back. It's basically a chili paste with some extra flavor put in. I tried to make this not worth it. Better to buy sambal from the supermarket or something authentic because it's not so easy to replicate at home. We'll also bring back the trusty coconut oil and add some of that as well. So the sambal, I'm gonna put a lot of it on here. Oh, yum. Particularly on the kangaroo. Jeez, doesn't that look lovely? Here I'm gonna be putting the coconut oil on the rice because coconut rice, that really gives Nasi Lemak its authentic flavor. That's it, meal done. Let's check it out. I'm outside and I'm ready to eat, but first I'm gonna calculate the cost and the macros. I found the receipt from Coles. The cost calculation is done. Estimated for this dish is $11.10, about half price of what you can buy it at a Malaysian restaurant in Australia, and it's probably double the size and certainly double the protein. We're gonna now calculate the macros. I put the ingredients into ChatGPT and it's given me the following. Estimated 1,142 calories, 77 grams of protein, 67 grams of carbs, and 63 grams of fat. If you're trying to lower the calories here, you wanna be healthier, obviously you can make it a lot smaller. I've made a massive dish here. You can reduce it by using less coconut oil, but overall I think this is a fantastic healthy meal that tastes great. Speaking of tastes great, let's dig in, and after I try it, I'm gonna get my Aussie dad to try it as well. Let's give it a crack. The kangaroo is really tender, beautiful chili sambal. I can even get some of the coconut from the rice. Beautiful. It's quite spicy, I put a lot of chili here, but it hits different down in Australia. Try some cucumber with the sambal. And this is a huge dish. This is a big meal. I can get the egg, put with some of the rice and some of the Brazil nut. That's fantastic. Let's try some of the anchovies. Oh, very salty,
Maybe I should have separated the anchovies a bit, but it definitely gives it that kick and that flavor. I know I'm biased because I just cooked this, but this is one of the nicest dishes I have ever cooked in my life. I'm going to be honest. I think because I did it my way. Let's cut to Dad giving it a go. Here you go, sir, the dish you ordered.
Thank you. And what was it called again?
Nasi Lemak. It's a Malaysian dish made the Australian way.
Wow.
Enjoy. Let me know what you think.
What sort of meat is that?
Kangaroo, sir.
Oh, that'll be interesting. That's going to be different. Ooh. Soft, tender.
Soft and tender. Excellent. Try some of the sambal, the chili.
Wow, that's got a real tang to it. That's nice.
Do you remember the Malaysian food you had in Malaysia?
It's like the Eiffel Tower. Very nice food.
And how does this compare?
Well, tastes nice, but said he didn't have kangaroo in Malaysia.
That's true. Oh, a lot of chili there.
I like the sauce.
So how would you rate the dish? Would you eat it again?
Most definitely. I'll be ordering it again.
Awesome. Well, that was very interesting to get his authentic opinion. Anyway, I hope this video helped you understand how you can make Malaysian dishes at home, no matter where you are in the world, and maybe you got inspired by how I use kangaroo meat to make it the Aussie way. This was definitely a unique perspective from an Australian who's been living in Malaysia for years. Obviously, my version of Nasi Lemak cannot beat the original, but I hope you understood I'm trying to honor the dish by doing it my way and making it accessible for everyone. So thank you, Malaysia, for the amazing food. I can't wait to be back there. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. Videos about life in Malaysia every 2 weeks.